How's it going, guys? Obviously, I'm a bit late to this. Obviously, considering we're legit only like 8 hours or something until the game. But this is obviously going to be the preview for Carlton versus Gold Coast later tonight. Link will be in the bio. I will be doing a live watch along to that tonight. I will be doing a live stream to that. And yeah, come join me in cheering on the Blue Boys. But anyway, let's get straight into it. I feel like tonight we need to execute our chances more because we've just lost the touch in our kicking. Like Harry Mackay, 7 goals, 5. As much as it's so good to see him kick 7 goals, it's not good to see your key forward kick 5 behinds as well. So it's like a good, it's like a good and bad. Obviously, it's like an upside to what he did against Fremantle, and of course the downside as well. I just feel like he needs to calm down a bit, okay? Like, he's got a full 30 seconds. Sorry, guys. He's got a full 30 seconds to really... Oh my god, sorry, guys. To work on, like, how he wants to line up for goal, whether he wants to snap, whether he wants to drop punt. I understand he likes snapping more, and that's totally okay. But... you know, he needs to know that there's a difference between, obviously, a snap and a drop punt. Like, you can't always go for the snap. Like, snap's his favourite. Sometimes you need to go out of your comfort zone to try to just go that extra step. And I 110% believe in him that he can do that. Because he's a great player for our club. He's a great inspiration to our club. And he's exactly what we need in that forward line to get us going throughout the year, to making finals, to all of that. When it comes to our defense, but just quickly, the reason I'm not wearing my Carlton jumper is because it's actually, I've got it in the wash. It's washing for tonight's watch along, so I can wear it then. But anyways, to the defenders, I feel like it was a solid performance. I really liked how every single one of the back six played. I really do. I liked their work. I reckon they played amazing. Liam Jones was without a doubt my standout. Against Fremantle, like, even when time was basically up in the game and we were up by 40 points with like 2 minutes left, Jones still taking intercept marks, doing it all, still going hard throughout the whole game. Same with Sammy Walsh, such a great player. He's my favourite player for Carlton, I can tell you that much. Such a great inspiration for the club, and he's only in his 3rd year. Now, of course, with the back six, as long as, I'm not gonna lie, I gave Plowman some slack early for giving away an early free kick. Obviously against Fremantle, 2 Walters. But I do have to say, he definitely backed up for that, and he definitely had a good performance in the end, without a doubt. And really gave it his all. All the back six gave their absolute everything to that game, because they knew how important it was for us to win that game. And it's just so important that they keep up that work, that they keep up everything that they're doing for the remainder of the season. Obviously, everyone's going to have off weeks. We did against Collingwood, for example. In my opinion, we've had 2 good games and 1 bad game. The bad game was against Collingwood. But I feel like we can really make up for all of that throughout the rest of the year. 2-2, we're straight back in the finals hunt. Obviously, 0-2, I was starting to doubt us a bit, especially if we lost to Fremantle. I would have been the first to raise my hand and say, yep, okay, we're not going to make finals again. But we got the job done comfortably over Fremantle in a very dominant performance, and I feel like we can definitely do the same against Gold Coast. He did that Metricon, and they play good over there. In fact, they've been a good team this year. I'm not going to deny that. They just lost to Adelaide in a very good game. They just ran out of legs at the end, and that's what we tend to do as well sometimes. So it really can come down to who can, I guess, run longer, who can stay more composed for the majority of the game. Because we've got so much potential in our team, and honestly, it's great. Honestly, I love Carlton, man. Like, it's just everything about them. I love my team. I'll never stop loving them, no matter what. Obviously, when we were going through that bad stage, from legit 2015 to 2019, before we got Tigi, it was bad. It was really bad. But I do believe we're starting to find that hope. We're starting to find that passion back in the club that we need, and the players are really upping their game. Like, we got some insane recruits. Unfortunately, we will be without Zach Williams against Gold Coast due to an injury. They will be without the main man, which is Jared Witt, who, in my opinion, apart from Matt Rao, because he's injured once again, unfortunately, he is Gold Coast's best player. Without, well, in my opinion at least. But and the thing is, with Gold Coast now, they don't actually have a backup ruckman because they're all injured. So I think I was reading something earlier, and they're just trying to get the tallest guy that's in their side that they possibly can, to play in the ruck for them, really, because they're kind of out of options right now. And, you do need to feel bad for Gold Coast a bit, but at the end of the day, we want that win. Okay. We want that win. So I just saw a late change. I thought it was something to do with our game, but it wasn't. Sorry about the dog barking, guys. That will stop in a second. Very sorry about that. Anyways, guys, sorry, going back to that. Sorry, I have to speak to my mum quickly as well. But, moving on from that, I see us. Obviously, I always tip the Blue Boys no matter what. I tipped them against Richmond, tipped them against Collingwood, and I'm going to keep on tipping them every single round. I don't care. Honestly, it's the one tip I don't care about. If I lose it, sorry, guys. If I lose it, knowing we gave our all, I can't ask for much more. But just, there needs to be some sort of spark in our club again, because right now it's looking pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie, that win against Fremantle was massive for our confidence, without a doubt. It's exactly what we needed. And especially, like, it wasn't like it was a close game as well. We basically demolished them for the entire game. After half-time, most people were like, yep, game over, Carlton have won. And I understand Fremantle have a lot of injuries, and I understand Gold Coast have not really a lot of injuries, but some of their main players out. And I feel like this is our best chance to just go 2-2, considering our next 2 weeks after this, we have Port Adelaide and Brisbane. I do believe they are both, I think, in Melbourne, so Marvel Stadium, I believe. I think actually the game against Port Adelaide is at the MCG. But yeah, I'm just so ready. I'm so ready for tonight's game. Once again, guys, I'll leave the link in the bio if you want to come watch the live watch along tonight as I go and support the Blue Boys. You guys should come watch me as well. We're all going to be supporting them together. The Crippinator, Patrick Cripps. I reckon he's going to show up big tonight. Without a doubt. I reckon he is going to be back to his best very shortly. Last week, I reckon we saw close to his best, but not his full potential. He is still injured. So, of course, it's not easy playing injured, and I understand we need him right now. Like, honestly, if I was Teague, I'd honestly give him a week or two off at this point so he can actually recover fully and get back to his absolute best. But we don't know how bad this injury actually is for Cripps. In fact, I don't even know where the injury is on Cripps. There was some concern during the week about Sard's fitness, but hey, he's still playing this week, and I do believe he'll give it his all like he does every single week, and Sard will be all fit to go. Without a doubt, otherwise he wouldn't be playing for us. And obviously we've got Satterfield in this week, for I want to say his first game of the year. I'm not too sure if he played last week, I don't think he did. But yeah, Satterfield's in, which in my opinion, I like Satterfield as a player. I reckon he's a great player. He was a decent pickup, not the best of pickups, but I definitely like him as a player. We just need him to give his all, no matter what, this week as well. All the players I know will give their absolute all. And one thing we do not want is to give up an early lead like we have in the past. That's really, really costed us bad. Because then we just make it too hard for ourselves to come back into the game. So it's just all over the joint, to be honest. Oh, sorry guys, but it's just all over the joint. So, but in saying all of that, Levi Casbolt as well. I feel like Casbolt, he needs to step up a bit. He didn't get his hands on the footy, to be honest, much last week. In fact, the one time he got his hands on the footy, had a set shot, he kicked it on the full. So, I'm hoping Casbolt's not gonna get back into that kicking routine where just like he shanks everything he kicks. But I'm hoping Casbolt can also should be in for hopefully a big game tonight. I'm hoping. With Jack Silvani as well. I'm a fan of Jack Silvani. You wouldn't have heard me say that halfway through 2019. Well, for the first half of 2019 in the season, you would never have heard me say that. In my opinion, he was the worst player we had at the time. But he has without a doubt proved himself time and time again why he deserves to play for us and why he deserves to be in our team for the match tonight as well, as long as just throughout the rest of the year. Obviously copping a bit of an injury when he first came back from injury last week as well. And he still had a decent game in my opinion. I feel like ever since we got Teague, he has been really good on the Teague. And I really just like his game style. I like everything about Jack Silvani, to be honest. Obviously I did mention this earlier, my main man is Sam Walsh. Why do I like Walsh so much? It's his determination. His determination to go in every week, give it his absolute all, okay? He goes in hard from the start of the first quarter to the end of the last quarter, and if we lose, he's absolutely devastated. Obviously, I don't really want to bring this up again because it is 2 weeks old now, but against Collingwood, like you just saw players like Plowman obviously having a bit of a laugh after the game, which is totally okay. And Cripps as well, just having a bit of a laugh after the game. But then there was Sam Walsh, who was basically almost in tears after we lost in round 2, because he knew that we really should have had it in us to win that game. And he's a great leader, and he's been at our club for 3 years. And he's a great leader for us. I love Sam Walsh at the club. He is without a doubt my favourite player. And I'll say it time and time again because he's just got so much more potential and he's only going to get stronger and rise from here. His potential only gets better and better because, in my opinion, he's a top 5, top 10 midfielder in the league right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about that. But I just really like him, man. He's everything about his determination, just the courage, everything you can name, I like about him. He's such a talented young player, and I'm so happy we got him in the draft. I would have taken him over Rosie or Zach Butters, to be honest, any day. But guys, yeah, I'm probably going to leave it from there to now. My prediction for tonight's game, I'm going to say Carlton by 17 points. Carlton by 17 points in tonight's game. And my big call is, let's go. We're going to have Wadering and... No, sorry, scratch that. We're going to have Walsh and Collins, Sam Collins for Gold Coast, combine for 50 plus disposals in tonight's game. But anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. It's been to the Blue Baggers Express. I will leave the link in the bio to the stream tonight. Make sure you're there with me. I'd love to talk to some of you guys. Watch me cheer them on. Watch me cheer on the Blue Boys. We got this tonight, boys. But for now, it's been the Blue Baggers Express, man. Peace out. Love you guys.